Move over, kids. Today I'm reviewing Scribblenauts Showdown. This is a poor man's Mario Party / poor man's 1-2 switch. There you go. That's basically all you need to know. I'll go into a little more detail why I feel that way, but if your time's limited, I'm just telling you right off the bat, don't buy this game. Yeah, I am not a fan of this game. In fact, yeah, not a fan. And I will say this, though. I was a big fan of the 3DS games. Those were awesome games where it was challenging, but not too hard, but you could complete it, but it made you think, and yeah, this is it. This is not it. Basically, what the Scribblenauts franchise once was, and still kind of is, it's this guy named Maxwell. He has a pencil and a pad of paper. Whatever he draws comes to life. It's the magical pencil. A pot of gold, boom. Rainbow, boom. Whatever, zebra, boom, horse, whatever you wanted. And side note, in the Wii version, there was this game named Scribblenauts Unlimited, and you could actually put Ganon, Link, Zelda, Triforce. So there's a Zelda cameo for you in the Scribblenauts franchise. But the Wii U games of Scribblenauts have sucked. They were just way too easy. And so when the Switch version was coming out, I was very hopeful that it was going to be a return to the handheld greatness, and it was not. In fact, it's even worse than the Wii U version. This game, it has a couple positives, but it's basically just a competitive game where you're supposed to play against your friends, kind of like 1-2 switch. You play, and even more like 1-2 switch, you can't even use the Pro Controller. I spent 20 minutes looking for my Pro Controller, only to be told you can't play. Granted, I did look afterwards, and it does say that it only uses the Joy-Cons, but I'll tell you what, I was really disappointed when I couldn't use my Pro Controller, and it didn't matter. It just was not a good game. I did laugh a couple times, so it did give me a couple chuckles. There's this game where you have to come up with the creature you're going to ride in a race, kind of like a horse race. Your character is going to get on a creature and race somebody by just pressing, pretty much button mashing and jumping. And I chose the word justice, not knowing, because it just popped up, the word justice, so I chose it, not knowing what I would be riding, like what kind of animal is justice. And well, a Supreme Court justice popped up, so here I am riding a judge in this like horse race. So it made me laugh. And then there was this other game called, it was like an eating competition, and you had to write the animal or creature that you were going to eat for the contest, and the category was Jurassic or dinosaurs. And so the dinosaur I wrote was T-Rex. My wife wrote pterodactyl, so she instantly had an advantage because her dinosaur was smaller than mine. It did make you have to think harder than your opponent in what creature, animal, whatever you were going to create. You had to think better than them. You had to be like, okay, what's smaller and would allow me to eat this dish faster and get a leg up on my competition. So there were some elements, but overall it just misses the mark. There's even a board game part to this where you're not really rolling dice. You have certain cards with words on them saying, move 3, steal a player's card, make this player do that, but it's basically a board game, and you're moving forward on it, and at the end of each turn, your character, whoever's turn it was, is going to face somebody else in a mini game. And there's 28 mini games, so eventually, I didn't play this game long enough for the games to get old and repetitive, but come on, 28 games, that's going to get old and repetitive. So that is the main point of Scribblenauts Showdown. It's a board game. It's a Mario Party, a poor man's Mario Party. But there is a sandbox mode that reminded me more of the Wii U games. Basically, it can be 1 player or 2 player, and the second player can jump in and out. So that was convenient. And you just go around to certain little characters, asking them, basically trying to make people happy. You write what they have to be to happy. Like there was this leopard that had a toothache, so I wrote the name. I wrote dentist, and a dentist appeared, and boom, the leopard's happy because his toothache has been taken care of. So I already told you I didn't like the Wii U version. I thought it was too easy. So even the sandbox 1 player, 2 player mode that isn't competitive is too easy for me. And I just did not enjoy this game. I do not want to... There's nothing that makes me want to play this game. I would rather play Overcooked. If I have friends over, I'd rather pop in Overcooked and play that instead of Scribblenauts Showdown. I would rather play Astro Bears than Scribblenauts Showdown. It just seems more of a hassle to play this game than not to play this game. And as for single player, it didn't live up to the DS version, and it's repetitive also because the way you have to actually write the word out, it's almost, you have to like scroll. It was like those old phones, how you used to have to text. You basically almost have to like go through every alphabet in order to get to your word, and it was just very just tedious, and not whatever joy I was having or could have had was sucked out of the experience because I'm like scrolling through letters. Stylus was ideal for Scribblenauts, and without the stylus, it's just too inconvenient for me. My wife liked it, the way they did the how to spell out a word, because it was just hit a button and then you had 3 to 4 letters to choose from. But again, it just reminded me of those old phones. She liked that you didn't have to scroll through an entire electronic keyboard to spell out the word. But did it have potential? I don't know. I think that any Scribblenauts have potential because all the people have to do is go back to the DS and literally repeat that format. Just port the game, because this is not what I want to buy. This is not what I want to play. This is not the video I want to be talking about. I want to be talking about how great the Scribblenauts franchise is, not how crappy this knockoff 1-2 Switch game is, this knockoff Mario Party game is. It's just not fun. And I'm sorry, Maxwell, we used to be boys, but we're not anymore. So I do not recommend this game, even though it is $40. Even though the retail price is $40. I bought it for $20. Thank God I bought it for $20. And I still feel like I wasted my money. This is a $10 game. Okay, this is a $10 game. Maybe a solid $10 game, but that's about it. That's about it. So I am saying hard pass on this game. I apologize for being so rough. I know that at some point hard work did go into this game and there was a vision, but it's just a miss. Just pass it altogether. So that's it, people. If you like this video, if you like my review, please comment below. If you had a different opinion, I would definitely love to hear it, because maybe I'm looking at it from a different lens that I should be really looking at a Scribblenauts game from. But please, I do implore you, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, share with people. I have a contest going on. Also, my Instagram, I am really trying hard to push that. So go and check out my Zelda merchandise and my Switch merchandise on there. I'm building it as we speak. So it is dangerous to go alone. Please share this with a friend. Have a great day.